Hello, it's me, that evil British villain that manipulates the YouTube algorithm, and here I am once again to talk about the results of my latest escapade. This self-destructing video here was the last video I released of the year, and in just a few days, it became my most viewed. Despite all the success, the results were very complex, meaning it is probably the most successful failure in my entire career. So first things first, a very quick recap of my planned YouTube algorithm glitch. I created a video with the intention to cut it in half, making it so that the video's initial 12 hours of watch time was twice as impactful. The mathematics are all explained in that video, but very simply, this could theoretically take a 10-minute video that is watched for an average of 50% to a 5-minute video which now has an audience retention statistic of 100% after the cut. Knowing that the YouTube algorithm favors retention and watch time so heavily, I believe that this algorithmic bait and switch would boost the video into the stratosphere and shower me with views and sweet Christmas ad revenue, so that I could buy my corgi some treats. And well, the results are in, and that video outperformed our average view count 7.3 times over. Blimey, that is what we in the UK would call an unprecedented triumph. On top of that, it has also so far gained me 60,000 subscribers and £8,000 to spend on Yorkshire tea and gravy bones. And despite all of that and this video being truly statistically incredible, I can say that my exploit actually only played a relatively small role in this video's success, meaning we could regard it as a failure. Now no, this isn't one of those complicated moral stories where success equals failure in the long run. This is actually just down to some statistical analysis. So it's time to fire up the old timey-wimey machine and take a look at when this video first released. This is the real-time view graph 50 minutes after upload. That initial spiky blue line on the graph is the first minute this video was released, and then each blue line represents a minute thereafter. Normally, a video will see rapid initial traction as people with notifications enabled storm into the comment section to simply leave the word first. My, how incredible. After that initial traction, most videos see a gradual decline of viewership. However, this video graph does not decrease. It instead begins to exponentially increase. Within the first hour, 112,000 people had viewed the video, a little over 2 times than the normal for my channel, but this video has turned into a snowball, and you can see here a little after the 1 hour mark, the average views per minute is around 2,500. It's very impressive, but completely unsustainable in the long term when you're looking at normal YouTube videos. However, just 5 hours later, YouTube steps up the promotion of the video again. Now we're up to 4,000 views per minute consistently. This is absurd. By far, the video is already on track to be an insane success, but here's the thing, I haven't cut the video in half yet. The planned exploit I have is not currently active, and yet this video is doing absurdly well. It's already one of my best videos. So naturally, you're sat there with a nice warm cup of tea wondering why on earth that's the case. Scarcity, spectacle, SEO, and Christmas, which can be abbreviated to the handy acronym of SCA. So whilst we do need to analyze the success of the plan, most of this video's success and 2.4 million of its views came from before the exploit actually started. So let's break it down. Scarcity came from the fact that people who read the title and thumbnail rushed to watch the video rather than put it off for later. The implied fact that you might be missing out on this video also attracts new viewers, but the main benefit is that for regular viewers of the channel, they chose to watch this video as soon as possible. This helps start the snowball effect, as the change in viewer behavior makes it statistically look like a viral video. So YouTube does its thing and pushes out more impressions to viewers, once again increasing the snowball. Spectacle is our next advantage. Basically, as this video became more viral, more viewers are likely to select it simply because of the higher view count. This is kind of the advantage of being a more established creator, but hey, it actually works. If you see 2 videos that are 2 hours old, both covering the same topic, and one has 100,000 views and one has 1 million, chances are you're going to go for the one with 1 million. It's not the most beneficial or exploitative, but it's a great convincer for people who've never heard of me before to watch the channel, because we're convincing others that they might be missing out on a trend and need to be informed of this major internet event. I will save the best for last, so let's talk about Christmas. You see, I've found that the best possible day to upload a video is between the 26th and 30th of December. This period sees most people off of work or school, and usually they've received some new technology over the festive period that they want to use. At the same time, most creators choose to take this time off, as those insane December ad rates stop after the 25th, so what's the point in uploading new videos if you want that big money? me. Less competition and more viewers creates a wonderful situation where my video can reign supreme in the uncontested heights of the YouTube algorithm. I mean, sure, Mr. Beast released a brand new TV series or whatever, but it's not like anyone was going to watch it. Okay, maybe quite a lot of people are watching it, but still, there's room for me, damn it. Okay, and finally, the big one. SEO, otherwise known as search engine optimization. This is a tool that various algorithms use to work out how to recommend content and what content to recommend to people. There are two parts of how we exploited this one, but one of them's a bit simpler, so let's start with that. So firstly, as a result of me saying I would cut the video in half and that I would never be publishing the second half of the video again, there was a massive rush of other creators to download and then re-upload my work online to YouTube. They would then title the re-upload something like the Spiffing Brit secret video. This happened hundreds of times, and I received thousands of messages from you, the viewers, making me aware of this glorious copyright theft. However, this was all part of my plan. You see, at the same time, thousands of people then began to start searching for the missing part of my video. They would do so by searching for my username. The end result is an absurd Google trend graph where we can see a huge demand to search for my channel and my content. YouTube then sees this trend and starts promoting the video and my channel accordingly, because suddenly I seem to be the talk of the internet town. The result is over 1 million additional views on my backlog of content. It turns out if you watch a YouTube exploit video, you will eventually get recommended me beating Skyrim using a fork and that time that I committed financial crimes on the Steam marketplace. This system of manipulating Google Trends, however, is rather common. Quite regularly, creators will deliberately fake drama or say something outrageous just to make themselves relevant in the search feed again. So yes, it can indeed be exploited. But the main thing I noticed was that our search engine optimization came as a consequence of my request for you all to comment trending terms in the comment section. Yes, it would seem that after a deep amount of analysis and conferring with some YouTube boffins, there is a statistical advantage of having hundreds of thousands of people scream Hawk Tour in unison in a comment section shortly after news outlets uncovered it being mostly a crypto scam. What ended up happening was YouTube and Google would start to rank and link my video when people were actually searching for those topics. Imagine Googling waifus and core web vitals, and the top result is a crazed British man talking about self-destructing videos. This massively allowed me to exploit the recommendation algorithm, as people who had a passing interest in these very broad topics now have a chance to be recommended my video that covered a very niche concept and had absolutely nothing to do with Hawk Tour, or whatever AI other nonsense was mentioned in the comment section. The day after the upload, the video had gained 2 million views from recommendations, as opposed to my usual 200 to 250,000 views from recommendation in the same time frame. Yeah, it turns out you don't actually need to make engaging content that covers relevant topics, when instead you can just have those topics yeeted into the video's comment section. Take that, Mr. Beast. Now all that's stopping me from overtaking you is an army of translators that can dub me into every conceivable monetizable language. It was so effective that we can even continue it into this video. So why not go into the comment section right now and talk about these brand new trending topics to start out 2025 with. Yeah, I love that. Oh, I remember talking about that. Oh, this is such a wonderful thing. Yes, YouTube, thanks for adding this as such a wonderful feature. That just about wraps up all the pre-exploit antics that helped launch this video into a major success. So let's take a look at my actual plan, with some statistics from before and after the video got sawn in half harder than Darth Maul. At the time of the cutoff, the video had been out for 14 hours and 25 minutes. In that time, it had gained 2.4 million views, a click-through rate of 9.9%, and an average watch duration of 9 minutes and 25 seconds. Now, as the original video is 28 minutes long, that means the video had an average percentage viewed of 33%. All things considered, that's pretty bad by my channel standard. However, the previously mentioned SSSC had managed to make this video go viral anyway. So whilst this watch time percentage might seem pretty bad, as most of the people watching this video were new to the channel, it's actually pretty impressive. We can see that within the first 30 seconds of the video, 41% of the viewers had stopped watching. Ouch, I guess they must have still been grumpy about that time I conquered half the planet and stole all the world's cultural artifacts. Still, you can clearly see from this retention graph that the longer this experiment lasted, the more new people found it and the worse the overall retention got. This is the point where YouTube would normally slam on the brakes and say, say, hey, you've hit the market cap. They will think that they've found just about everyone who could possibly be interested in this video and already shown it to them. So then of course we cut the video in half. And after a full day of a halved video, YouTube's stats were now absolutely boggled. With the video now down to 12 minutes in length, the retention statistic was yeeted from 33% to 68%. This helped to reinforce this video's legacy as 100% not a fake clickbait nonsense video, despite the fact that this is most definitely a video of utter nonsense hijinks that appeals to just you, me, and maybe like 5 Hungarians. Even now as I make this video 8 days after uploading, the retention stat is still at a very impressive 63%. This is drastically above the YouTube average and would be seen as a statistical success in the algorithm, and all I had to do to get it was cut half a video off to inflate those dubious watch time statistics. Now, as many of you watching noticed, hypothetically you could take this exploit even further and make a massive 1 hour long video, then cut it down to be a 1 minute long short. With this exploit you might be able to create an algorithmic abomination with a ridiculous amount of watch time, but who on earth would do that? Perhaps for another day. But regardless of going further, I think it's safe to say that the video was a success. After the cutoff, the rate at which the video gained new views declined, but that was already to be expected. It has still maintained a steady rate of new viewership, and it's definitely gaining at a rate that is not normal for YouTube. So yes, that was a very good success indeed. However, we did definitely run into a few entertaining glitches after the cut was made. I think it definitely messed with several recommendation algorithms, as we had multiple accounts and examples of users' homepages being converted into only recommending my videos. Yes, we got hundreds of these screenshots. It's definitely rather broken, but I do like the idea of getting home from work and wanting to watch a video on your TV, but YouTube is just refusing to suggest anything other than a man beating Civilization 6 without settling a city. Yep, that seems fair for my other competition on the platform, and it helps to also explain the thousands of new views that I'm getting on videos that I made over 6 years ago. So yeah, I can safely say that the YouTube algorithm in 2025 is indeed perfectly balanced, as it lets you colonize the front page without actually making a statistically good video. All you need is a list of relevant topical SEO terms and a few people to help talk them into the comment section. Anyway, that's it. Go away. It was all a success. If you're not subscribed to the channel, we will not be doing any more YouTube exploits. I 100% pinky promise, and a British person has never lied. So yep, be gone. The video's over. Bye bye.